Yo, it's your boy DJ. And today I want to talk about the LGBT community. Now, I've been bisexual for so many years. I love myself, I accept myself, and I accept everyone else as long as they're not doing some, child molestation or some weird illegal shit. Then it's like, okay, not okay. But as long as, you're just a human and, you identify as gay or straight or bi or lesbian or trans, like for me, we're all humans. It doesn't matter. We're all humans, and I focus on loving people instead of hating. um Now, that being said, I do believe that our community, the LGBT community, have really shifted from the OG movement, in the 80s and 90s, like the OG idea that, we just want to be seen as humans like everyone else. We need to have this, we want the same rights. We don't want to be discriminated. We don't want to be killed or, have to go to prison for just being, gay or bi or lesbian or trans, you know? Uh, and I feel like that was the way to go by it. That was the OG values of our community, you know, that I'm always gonna stand by. Every human um, should be treated like a human. That's what it is. We're not more or less valued than people that are straight, for example. Um, but that being said, I feel like our community have really shifted from those normal values, those essential needs, just the human basic needs, to absolute degeneracy that our community is plagued by today, especially the youngsters, and it's really sad. It's really sad. It doesn't put a good name to our community. I can completely understand why a lot of straight people really fucking hates us today more than ever before. And trust me, you would be surprised. It's not really just the basic, homophobia or transphobia, there is so many people, so many. I think I would say more than half of those people that really hates us today, it's not because we're gay. People are used to it by now, you know? It's been there for a while. It's not that. They really hate us because a lot of people in our community represents us in a wrong way. You know, mental illness is a huge fucking problem in the world. Whether you're gay or straight, it's a huge problem. But especially from my experience, especially in the LGBT community, there is so much mental illness, so many people that would rather just identify and be like, yeah, I have bipolar or this, instead of actually seeking professional help. A lot of them be like, nah, I'm gonna just identify myself, because I am so knowledgeable. I'm gonna use ChatGPT. I am big brain, you know? And it's like, no, you idiot. You need to seek fucking help. Mental health is very important to everyone, you know? I am in a much better place today. I love and respect myself, and I found peace because I worked on myself and I sought help. So it is a necessity for everyone. And there's a lot of people in the community who's like, nah, I know who I am, this. A lot of people in the community, like I've seen that they would actually compete. Like, oh, you got ADHD? Well, guess what? I got this. I'm like, guys, you can't. Like, I've never seen someone celebrate their debuffs. Like it's okay, of course, to have these things, but it's not a competition. It's not even a good thing. You shouldn't be proud of like, I have more mental illness than you. That's not how it works. That means, you need more help. You need to, get it sorted out. That's not something to be fucking proud of, or like trying to compete who's more mentally ill. It's fucking crazy. Um, where do I go? Like, it's just, it's, the movement is more sexualized today than ever before. I mean, look at the pride parades. They used to be, in the 90s, for example, they used to be about, we want equal rights. We're humans, just like straight people. Please treat us like such. Today, you would see a lot of people with their BDSM fetish, like, they're having their master slave fetish or whatever the fuck. You literally see them doing all that stuff. There's a bunch of fetishes here and there. Bro, that's not what our community is about. We're not there in a pride parade to celebrate our fucking kinks. We're not. We're there to just be happy and proud of who we are. And to be honest, I'll be honest. Personally, I've never went to a pride parade, and I never will, because I see myself as, I'm just a guy. You know what I mean? I happen to be bisexual, you know, but I'm nothing special. I'm a unique, but I'm not special. I'm not better than anyone. So I don't need a parade to go there and advertise. I'm gay, guys. Who gives a fuck? Let's be honest for a second. Who gives a fuck if you're straight or gay? It doesn't matter. If you're a good person, you're good. If you're a piece of shit, you're a piece of shit. Right? That's all it is. At least to me, that's all it matters. Because I've met a lot of straight people that are dickheads. I've met a lot of fucking LGBT people that are dickheads. This is why I love this experience of life. Is it really taught me that there are pieces of shit everywhere. And there's also good people everywhere. So no one is really special or better than anyone else. Another fucking problem is, like, there is a lot of this, like, you're homophobic, you're transphobic. You guys are fucking overusing the word that it literally lost its meaning. It's like if I'm a black person and I say racist to everyone. You're racist, you're racist, you're racist. Oh, really? 50% off? Why not 70? You're racist. You know what I mean? It's just as stupid. You can't fucking call everyone racist. That's not true. You can't call everyone homophobic or transphobic. That's not true. There's a lot of people who accept you. You can't be angry at the whole world. It's not how it works. If anything, that's a very hateful way of seeing. And for all those people in the LGBT that literally sees that, it's funny because they're those type of people as the same people who talk about, how, our movement is very accepting and loving. But the second you say anything that they don't agree on, they would call you fucking homophobic. They would call you fucking transphobic, even though, like, you're part of it, even if you are part of the LGBT. Imagine you're gay and you're being called homophobic by someone else that is gay. You know how fucking stupid that is? It's fucking pathetic. It's fucking stupid. If you lose a logical conversation or discussion, just take your fucking L, okay? Don't be stupid and call people, homophobic, transphobic. No, it just means you met someone that is smarter than you, someone that is more mature, someone that is more logical than you. Take your fucking L and go home. Stop fucking using excuses. I just hate people who uses a bunch of excuses. If I say something that, a trans person doesn't like, automatically, you are transphobic. You're a Nazi. You're Hitler. Do you understand how fucking stupid that sounds? You're literally putting a bad name for all of us. People like me who's working hard, for myself, for my values as a human, as a person, and also for a representative for our LGBT community, to be a good role model, to be a good example. And you have all those people on fucking TikTok, for example, For example, those there's like this non-binary couple, and they're literally convincing their children. They're fucking like 2 years, 5 years olds. They're convincing them, okay, honey, you're non-binary as well. Who the fuck are you to choose? Who the fuck are you to choose what your children are? Leave them alone. Let them experience their own life. You know, you can't fucking do this. You can't fucking shove your genders and sexualities up people's asses. Like, you can't fucking do that. Let people be. You know? There is just so much hypocrisy. And you know what? Fuck it. I will say it. I really don't care if people would call me whatever. I could wipe my asshole with their fucking opinion. I'm speaking facts. I'm speaking my experience, and I'm speaking the truth. And that's all I care about. For me, I truly believe life was much more simpler and easier and better for us as a community when we had gay, bi, right? Lesbian, gay, bi, lesbian, and then trans. You know, because I think it's okay. If you truly believe you're a different gender, that's your body, you can do whatever. For me, all these four, make sense. But then there is people who are like, non-binary. I am pretty much a question mark. No, that's not how it fucking works. That's not how it fucking works. But you need to study. It's because you're ignorant. You need to study all these new studies. There is thousands of genders and sexualities. Really? Fucking really? No. Stop being a fucking idiot. All right? When it comes to genders, there is technically only three. There is man, woman, and intersex. And intersex is something that is literally 0.5% of literally the whole Earth population. Someone who has both genitalias in the same time. That is super rare. All right? That's not the main. So the main are two. You're born as a cis woman or a cis man. And I'm okay with someone, transitioning. If you're truly sure, and by the way, you're only sure about it after you're fucking 18. Okay? If you're gonna transition when you're fucking 10 years old, that's stupid. Because you're 10. You barely know anything. Do you see what I mean? If you're gonna fucking transition and let alone wanna do a fucking surgery before you're fucking 18, are you crazy? You know how many people I've seen transition and then regrets their fucking choice and be like, oh no. And then they would have to transition back, but they would never look the same as they used to be. They fucked their life over because they're literally like, let's go gambling, They literally went gambling with their fucking gender. That's what happens when you play games, It's not a fucking game. To change your gender, you have to be 1,000% fucking sure. And you have to be mature mentally. If you're not mentally there, that's not good. That's a terrible fucking choice because you're not going to do the right choice for you. Because you're already fucked up there. You have to fucking be stable. You have to be mentally stable, mature, and over 18 to make such a decision that, okay, I want to transition. You can't be like you're 5 years old or 10. Yeah, I'm already trans. That's not how it fucking works, bro. It's so stupid. Like, people are going against biology. They're going against human anatomy. They're just completely fucking stupid. Playing literally random fucking game with their genders and sexualities. Dude, I literally talked to a person and I forgot their fucking gender name because their gender, I think it was like gender fluid or something. I don't know. They told me like, yeah, my gender is blah, 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 right? And I literally asked them, I was like, okay, Explain to me, what does that mean? Like, what is your gender? What are you? The motherfucker literally tells me, I am nothing and everything. Take a second with those brain cells that you have in your skull. Just take a second. Think about what the fuck I just said. He literally told me his gender means he's nothing but everything at the same time and everything in between. Now, of course, for me, like I said, I'm not that guy that fights with people. I'm like, oh, cool for you, bro. Good for you. And I just went my own way. But like literally, when they said that, I was like in my head, right? I was like, bro, who the fuck are you? A Dark Souls boss? Are you like someone from the movie, bro? I am nothing and everything. Fear me. What in the fuck? That's not how it works, bro. You've watched too much movies. That's what your gender is now. My gender is I watch too many movies. That's what you should call it. You're everything and nothing and everything in between. The fuck are you doing? Playing fucking roulette? You know? Just spin. Let's see what we find out today. I know people that literally change their gender every day. One day, I'm a man. Next day, I'm a woman. You can't do that. And well, technically, yes, they can. They have their own life, right? Especially if they're adults. They can do whatever. Sure. But it's stupid. It's mental illness, you know? A lot of people in the LGBT are literally confused. They don't even know. And the things they talk about, most of the time, goes against each other, you know? Like, for example, I've met a lot of trans women, right? And they say, I'm a trans woman, right? But they do nothing to look like it. Even before the operation and the hormones, they don't even shave or anything. They don't try to sound like it. Their behavior, literally everything about them. I've met a lot of those trans women. They literally look and behave like an aggressive man. You know what I mean? They literally, like, I would fear for my life. I'd be like, dude, this lumberjack is gonna fucking kill me. And a lot of them, they would literally get fucking offended if they come in a shop and they have a fucking lumberjack beard and they speak like a man, right? And then someone says, "Hey sir, how you doing?" "You call me a sir? I'll break you. I'll break you." Even though the LGBT is all about being nice and respectful, we're very good people. "But I'll fucking kill you. How dare you? Even though I have a beard, even though I look like an absolute fucking tank. How dare you call me a man? Disgusting. I'll kill you." There's a lot of hypocrisy. There's no common sense. Now, I want you to keep this in mind. I'm not saying every person in the LGBT is that way. No, no. There's a lot of people like me who, for their own mental health, like to step back and stay a little bit away from the community. You know, just do your own thing, and that's probably for the best because the LGBT community today, it just feels so fucking fake. Role playing everywhere, sex this, sex that. It's lost its fucking meaning. It's all people trying to jerk the fuck off. Just degeneracy everywhere, you know? So again, I'm not talking about the good ones. If you're part of the LGBT, you know, and you represent us in a good way, good on you. You're living your own life, you know, doing your own thing, that's fine. I'm talking about all those people that are fucking hypocrites. All those people that don't know who the fuck they are. They're too young to even understand. They're too mentally ill to even comprehend what the fuck is going on. They probably don't even know what the fuck they're saying. Everything is like, yeah, everything is transphobic, homophobic. Oh, you don't agree with me? Fuck you. You're transphobic, homophobic. You are a Nazi. You're literally Hitler's son. Do you understand? Like, it's so stupid, and those people really represents us in a bad way. So I really don't blame all those, or at least many of those straight people, that hates us today. Because you would see all that crazy shit. You see people talking about fucking millions of genders and sexualities. Like, bro, what the fuck is this? A Steam game with hundreds of DLCs? Like, what the fuck is this? The fuck happened to our community, man? We used to stand for something. Like, I am bi. I love trans women and trans men. I love gays. I love lesbians. I love girls and guys, you know, over 18. And just living my life, I'm still just a guy in the end of the day. I'm just a guy, you know? If I am having a conversation with someone, if I fuck up, I would never be like, no, I would never apologize. Fuck you, homophobe. No, no, no. I'm not defensive. I'm not insecure. I represent myself, my original country, where I'm from, this country that I live in. I represent the LGBT community. I represent the human race in a good way. I help the poor. I take care of my mother. I take care of my best friends. And when I'm in a relationship, I give my heart and my everything. But this is not about me. For me, like, this is just about that our community have really went from, standing for our basic rights to fucking sex dungeon, degeneracy, hypocrisy, stupidity, extremism, and mental illness. Like, it's went fucking crazy, man. And it's not a good look for us. If we want to be treated better by the cis people and the straight people, we have to do better, you know? But anyway, I love you all, and I hope I spoke in some kind of common sense. Thank you.